in your own thing. There's a thing in logic that is very faulty from the beginning. I don't have the terminology, but no, it doesn't. If the ego understands its own weakness, why is it rebelling against its Lord? Yeah? It's not a question. You started with a statement. It's not a question. It's not a statement that I make. No. The ego in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How can anything in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not understand? Huh? Anything in creation in front of his Lord subhanahu wa ta'ala can not understand? When Allah is saying, who are you and who am I? Can anything in creation say, you are Lord and I'm Lord? We're the same. Can anything in creation do that? No. Ego does that. The ego doesn't understand. The ego thinks itself is Lord. And it has to be punished severely, not in a way that we understand also, that so many people are understanding. 1,000 years in the heat, in the fire, coming out, saying, who are you and who am I? You are you and I me. Put it back to the hell in the cold part for 7,000 years. Coming out, who are you and who am I? You are you and I me. And Allah is saying, put him into the valley of hunger. 3 days. And the ego is saying, you are Lord and I'm your servant. What does that mean now? What does that mean? Huh? Who is? So many people are fasting. The whole Muslim world is fasting 1 month in a year. They don't become any more obedient. This is when you're looking at fasting as just staying away from food and drink. This is what people are saying fasting is, no? Staying away from food and drink and other things. This is their fasting. Fasting of what? Animals. You think the ego that was put in that valley of hunger is the valley of hunger? What does that mean? That means you take away its power. You take away its desires. You take away its ability to do anything. It's not punishing, you understand? It is not putting something on, it's taking it away. When you take it away, then it realizes. What are we saying in this way? You trick your ego. Anything we're saying in this way that you punish your ego? Have we ever said that? Have you heard Shaykh Maulana Shaykh Efendi saying you must punish your ego? You have to trick your ego. Yeah. So there's something there. Ego does not understand. Ego thinks itself as Lord. In front of Allah, it says, I am Lord. It's able to endure thousands of years of the suffering. Allah has given it that much strength too. But when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes away its power, then it says, I'm your servant. So this is the key, to take away the power of your ego. Cannot do this without a guide. Impossible. You sit there with your computer whole night long looking here and there. That is not tasawwuf, that is not tariqah. Thinking, that's not. These days anyway. I'm not claiming to be a Shaykh. We're not claiming this is that. Shaykh is our Shaykh. And he's saying also that we are just kindergarten. But we're not claiming to be that level, but sometimes it's necessary to look at what the other levels are, to know where we are. We're not claiming we're there, but just to know, That is our intention, inshallah. How nice it would be if we are like that. It's okay, inshallah. Rahman. Wa min Allahu tawfiq al-Fatiha.